Hello and welcome to Mindset Live. Happy Monday. I am Renee.
Yeah, I'm John. Hi, happy Monday. Hope everybody's great. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We had a fantastic weekend out in the Hamptons. I just wanted to thank everybody out there who was so hospitable and so amazing. Topping Rose and Torched, Marissa Ivana.
Yes. Oh my God,
Just
amazing.
amazing.
Thank you.
If you get an opportunity, please stop by Topping Rose for wellness on Friday and Saturday and Sunday mornings. It is really something special. They're doing something really unique, and it is just a lot of fun. So go check that out.
So much fun. And of course, go to the Torch Shop because it is just a collection of so many amazing brands and such a fun atmosphere. And take Isaac's class.
Yeah, 100%. It's unbelievable. We have some exciting things we're going to be talking about with Isaac that are going to be coming up pretty soon. We're not going to talk about them tonight, but they are very cool and very exciting, so stay tuned. Tonight we have a really amazing guest. You know, what's amazing about Mindset, and I think what's been amazing about Mindset Lives, is the people that have come into our lives and have come onto these lives to share their experiences and their mindsets. And each week it gets better and better and better, and tonight is no exception. We have a young woman by the name of Brittany Berrard, and she is, we originally met her through our friend Drew Schumann. Drew, thank you, Body by Shoe. And she did a review about some of our products just authentically and naturally on her own story. And when we saw them, we were just so impacted by the authenticity and by the sensitivity and by the energy that we dug a little deeper and we're like, listen, we need to sort of figure out who this person is. And when we did, that's when things started to really get amazing because her story is remarkable. You are going to really enjoy it. So Brittany, whenever you are ready, please ask to join and we will bring you right in.
She's in.
She joined, but she hasn't, what do you call it?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I did it.
You did it.
This is always the exciting part. Did I do it?
Things are going to happen.
There. Got it.
Hi.
Hi, Brittany.
Guys, thank you for those kind words. I absolutely loved using your products. Still do. I have it right here. So it's only natural that I gave an awesome review because that's really what it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here and talking with us. And
thank you for having me.
I just want to give you a proper introduction for people who don't know. Brittany, you are a spiritual guide, you are a yoga teacher, and you're a Reiki master. And ultimately, what I think we found out is that you're really just about healing and about alignment. And that is just so remarkable and so exciting.
We're so happy to have you as part of our community.
Me too. Isn't it amazing how our society has become so digital now? And like you were saying earlier, we're able to connect with just such a wider audience and impact even more people than before. And I've made so many friends just through like social media and social networking now. And like you guys, like it's just been incredible to connect with so many different people.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us, you're so young, yet your mindset is so advanced. What was the journey? How did you come to where you are?
Well, my mindset definitely was not always this. And this has taken course over the last 23 years of my life, really. And it's been trial and tribulation. I was born dead. So that always was something that kind of set me off with a greater purpose in my life. And I didn't really understand what that purpose was, but I always felt like there was a reason I was here. And the first 3 weeks of my life really is when I faced the most trauma. I was born dead. Then within the first 3 weeks of my life, I was in like the PICU. So I was in like an incubator almost, like in one of those things. And my parents weren't able to see me or touch me or hold me for like the first 2 or 3 days of my life, I think. And then eventually they were allowed to touch me and hold my hand. And then after those 3 weeks, my grandfather passed away, my mom's dad. And after having that really traumatic childbirth and then losing her father, my mom experienced PTSD and depression, and that's what started her journey. But I learned over time that we inherit the traumas of generations 3 times ahead of us. So your mom, your dad, your grandparents, and your great-grandparents. And that, I didn't understand it for the majority of my life. So I went on my way. My parents got divorced by the time I was 2, and then remarried by the time I was 5, and then divorced again by the time I was like 8. So I had experienced lots of loss, and kind of, I just always felt like I wasn't good enough. Like, why did my parents, get divorced when I was 2? Did I do something? Or, what was that? And then my parents ended up moving apart and lived in different states. And I learned that the second most traumatic thing for a child behind experiencing death or loss is actually moving to a different state and having to start over. And this happened to me a couple of times. I moved to Philadelphia, and I came back down to Florida, and we almost moved back to Philadelphia. So I guess I experienced a lot of different kind of loss. My cousin died, dropped dead of a heart attack at 24. I turned 24 next week. So that created a lot of anxiety in my life for a long time.
Sure.
My cousin dropped dead at any second. And I've always had a large fear around sudden loss and abandonment. And this kind of led me to search for myself in other people, search for myself in alcohol and in drugs and in partying, and, try to fill some of those voids that I felt. And over time, I just kind of like self-imploded, and really screwed up a lot of things, screwed up my life. I made a lot of mistakes, and through those mistakes, I was able to kind of see the light and the bigger picture. I knew there was more. I knew that, partying all day, every day in college and barely going to class and all that, I knew that there was something more out there for me. I just didn't know what it was. And that's kind of when COVID happened, and I came home and I lived at home, and I actually never went back to school. I never went back to Indiana. Mostly because I had made such a fool of myself, I never wanted to go back. But also because I knew that I wasn't going to get better, and I couldn't have better for myself if I stayed in the environment that created a lot of the toxic habits and toxic, behaviors that I was experiencing. And that's when I started kind of just slowing down. I started meditating and journaling. And through journaling, I was able to kind of uncover a lot of things that I had blocked down for most of my childhood and most of my early life and like adolescence. And through being alone and wanting to understand why I couldn't go out and party like everybody else does, like everybody else my age does, or, go to clubs and bars. Like I never understood, like, why can't I do that? Why? And I realized that sometimes we're faced with the opportunity to do the same thing or choose different. And it is such a choice, but nobody can make that choice for you besides yourself. I had family members tell me, Brittany, you're an alcoholic. I had friends tell me, like, Brittany, you're the worst person in the entire world. Like, I hate you. And I didn't care. I was like, okay. And I kept doing the same things. And then finally, I was like, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, what have you done? Like, you don't have any friends. Like, nobody likes you. And this is just it. And I decided that there was going to have to be some sort of difference in my life. And I am 23, and I do experience a lot of FOMO when I see people out and drinking. And it kind of sucks because, binge drinking and partying has gotten such a glorification now, and suffering's like the norm, like working the 9 to 5, 5 days a week. And then you get those 2 days off to like go crazy. That's like what I kind of struggle with now, is just realizing, okay, I am different. I'm going to experience FOMO, but how can I make a difference in other people's lives so they know that it's okay to be different, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make an absolute fool out of yourself. I've done it countless times. And, it gets better and it's not the end of the world. I think sometimes with like social media or even being in like middle school, high school, college, it seems like those little like things of drama or like people spreading rumors about you, like it feels like it's like the end of the world and like you can't, you know, ever bounce back. But really what my whole thing, my whole spiel is about is you can absolutely bounce back. And if someone tells you that you can't, you absolutely can. And I just think that it's okay to be different. And if you want different, then choose that.
Yeah, I mean, that is, I don't know. I mean, I'm
Wow.
so touched. Because, you know, we've been through so many of the things that you've been through, okay? I had the same bifurcated childhood and the same traumas. And Renee experienced that extreme loss of a parent at a very early age and also had that abandonment fear and those things. And the difference between us and you, though, is you're 23 years old and you've made the choices and the changes. It took us, you know, till we were in our late 40s to make these changes. So you're so ahead of the game. You should give yourself so much credit and such a pat on the back.
I mean, I just want to reach out and give you a
Yeah,
hug right now.
exactly. Yeah, I'm so inspired by you. And don't have FOMO. Nothing's going on out there. Everything's going on. Nothing's happening.
You are remarkable.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
your story is going to help so many people because there are so many girls and guys and
Oh yeah.
who really need to hear it because it is okay to be different and loss is real and those things are real and we all like go through life kind of unconscious and just do what we think we're supposed to be doing, the 9 to 5 or you know, the drinking and binging or going to college, going abroad, doing the what. But you have discovered that it's okay to be your own person. Actually, it's more than okay. It's better to choose to be yourself and to find happiness and to sit and to meditate. I mean, I found meditation late in life, but like it really is remarkable and you are remarkable and wow.
Yeah, that's really amazing.
I think a lot of my story and a lot of the things that I've experienced, a lot of people have. And something that I think we all subconsciously do is like tell ourselves that it's okay or it happens to everyone. It's fine. Like bullying, for example, like people used to make fun of me and call me names. And I mean, you know, tons of kids experience that. But we push it down and just say, you know, it's okay. Like everybody experiences bullying. Everybody experiences that. But no, like if it hurts you and it causes you anxiety and it makes you feel like you're not good enough, then no, that is something that is traumatic to you. And that is something that you can absolutely, you know, say that it's been hard for you or anything like that. And any message or any mess can become your message. And that's really.
Yeah.
What's remarkable to me though is, you know, you're talking about bullying, and that's so much negative energy that you have to absorb from somebody, and yet you've taken the role in life now to heal, that's amazing to me. You transmuted all of that and turned it around, and now you're healing people. How did that come about?
It's a few reasons. I'm sorry, that's my 10-pound guard dog.
Okay.
I think I started off at first wanting to prove everybody wrong and, you know, say I'm not an alcoholic, I'm not a drug addict, I don't need help, I can help myself. And what I realized was that it was never about anybody else, and it's never going to be about anybody else. And if I was focused on, you know, proving people wrong, I'm not focused on myself. And I don't know, it's hard to, I guess, give, you know, one sort of thing that really inspired me. But I think I just saw that there was something more like in energy work and in meditation and with the subconscious mind that I wanted to explore that. And in healing myself, I have been able to heal other people now and understand that, you know, a lot of things that we're taught aren't true sometimes, and that we're allowed to create our own truths and create our own path and do what's right for us, even if necessarily other people don't agree with it. There's a quote and it says, heal yourself, heal the world. And that really is kind of what I started with.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
great.
that. I love that. Heal yourself, heal the world.
Yeah.
And it's so true. We all have to take care of ourselves and heal ourselves. And something you said a few minutes ago, you said that you didn't want help. You said, no, I don't need help.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what so many people say, that they don't need help, that they've got this. Everyone tries to be strong, and sometimes we just need to like say, okay, no, I do need help. It's okay to get help. It's okay to ask for help from others. It's okay to help yourself and take care of yourself. I mean, it's so important.
100%. And I think that, one of the things that we're also starting to
And that's a choice too.
Yeah, we're also starting to focus on is that, when I was dealing with years and years of trauma and anxiety to the point that I had to literally start a company, I wasn't the one dealing with it by myself, certainly. Mm-hmm. I had a family who anchored me to reality and anchored me to hope, but they suffered along with me, because your family suffers with you. Oh, dad's in the room again, or he's not feeling great today. And so, meditation, healing, CBD, these are all things that are not just important for the people going through the actual issues, but for those people that are taking care of you too, because they need to understand that if they don't take care of themselves, they can't take care of you. And they can't take it's a whole big circle.
Everything's connected.
Yeah.
Everything is connected.
Totally. Everything is connected. It really is. And I agree with that. Definitely. It's okay to slow down and say, I need help, or, I can't do it. All my friends are doing, I can't do what you're doing. And that's fine. And I really believe that you have to sit with those hard feelings and sit with the uncomfortableness and sit with the sadness of whatever it is, to really be able to transcend it or to heal it, so to speak. But I've learned that healing is a lifetime journey, and it's just going to happen as life goes on. The triggers and things don't go away, but your response to them do. And that's really what I've learned.
Absolutely.
You are so impressive that you're so, you get to have this journey starting so young, and to continue your journey. And I don't know where it's going to take you, but I mean, it's taking you so many places. You were with Deepak. I saw your stories. I saw your posts.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Look at you.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. That was pretty amazing. I saw you with Deepak Chopra. That was mind-blowingly cool.
Yeah, he is such an incredible person, and he is the real deal. He is exactly the way that he seems online. He is so mystical and magical. But actually how that happened was through my mom. My mom, after my birth, again, experienced depression and anxiety. And this was almost 24 years ago. So Deepak Chopra wasn't necessarily Deepak Chopra back then. And someone said to my mom, oh, you should go to, I think it was Egypt or something, and go with this guy. And my mom's like, I'll do anything to feel better. Sure. So she went with him, and I guess there they became friends, and we started going out to California to go to his center. And he was early in my childhood, was definitely a part of my life. And I don't remember it because I was a baby, but there are pictures of me there, and his wife used to take me to the zoo.
Oh my God.
And I had seen him speak a couple of times growing up, but never in the capacity that I just did. And to now have the wisdom and knowledge that I do, and the awareness, it was a full circle, coming back to me as a kid, and just kind of reaffirming you're in the right place, you're taking the right path, and keep doing it. And it was amazing. He's so cool. They just opened up a huge center. It's called the Lake Nona Performance Club, and it's right outside of Orlando. And there's a Chopra mind body zone. So there's Pilates formers and a yoga room, and there's some private meditation rooms. And they have teachers coming in and out there, and he'll be there. And there's also a basketball court, swimming pool. It has everything. It's so cool.
Yeah, I saw when we saw pictures on the story, it looked absolutely
Yeah,
incredible. I mean, contemporary and beautiful and modern and just like, the future of what wellness is going to be. It was really impressive. And that brings me to a point I wanted to mention, and I don't want you to be embarrassed, but I really feel like you're going to be the future of wellness. I really feel like, because, you're 23 now and you've already gone through it all, or so much, and
yeah,
you're ready for, and so you've already been able to synthesize so much of your experience into positive ways.
That's it.
That
Into positive.
and so I can just imagine what the future is going to bring for you, and how many people you're going to touch, and how many people you're going to help, and it's really inspiring. I mean, and again, I'm saying this, we've worked with a lot of people over our 30 years of career. You've got something really special, so you should know that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. You guys do too. We all have special things, and that's what makes us superb and super powerful and everything.
Yes, agreed, 100%. So now let's talk about CBD. Tell us, did you ever try CBD before you tried Mindset?
Yeah. So I don't even remember, like, I probably tried CBD a while ago though. And I've tried tons of brands. I mean, ones that are like highly recommended, and ones that like influencers post about, or that are in like the newspapers and magazines. And like, I would order from them and I'd try it, and like, I didn't feel anything. And I was just like, this is kind of maybe like taboo. And then I said something to Drew when I saw him, Drew Schumann. And I said, like, oh, I see you posting about CBD, and like, I really want to figure out why CBD doesn't work on me. And he was like, no, you have to try this brand. Like, it's really great. And so I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I've always had trouble sleeping. I never can stay asleep the whole night, or I wake up at like 3 a.m. And I took one or two drops of this before I went to bed. And I wasn't expecting anything. Like, I was like, it's not going to work. Like, no way. And then I like woke up the next morning. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. Never happens to me. I felt like energized, which never happens. Normally I'm like snoozing my alarm 500 times. Like, I can't get up, but like, I was like ready to take on the day. And like, I didn't even need coffee. Like, it was just, it felt like it like reset kind of like my system. And it's funny that you guys call it mindset wellness, because it totally, like, it was a mindset, and I was so excited. And then I like ate the whole pack of gummies I bought from you guys, because I just was like, I need to try everything. Like, I need all of them. But I think it's really incredible, and I don't know what makes your CBD super magical, but it is, and I recommend it to everyone now. I think it's so good.
Oh,
Thank you.
Brittany.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a way of making people feel good. Thank you.
You too. Thank you. No, it's great. Mindset is built on, because we didn't feel good.
Yeah.
And we knew how we wanted to feel. We wanted to feel happy, calm, focused. We wanted to boost our immune system. We wanted rest. We knew all the things that we wanted to feel. And we did that by mindset, and used different terpenes to put in with our CBD and our formulas.
Yeah, listen, there is something really special and unique happening. Certainly, people are feeling better. People are experiencing the healing and the space that I first experienced when I first took CBD, which was the whole goal of mindset, just to share that healing, share that relief that I had felt originally. And the only way we were able to do that, I think, was by making sure that the ingredients were what we wanted them to be. And we wanted them to make sure that it was going into us, it was going to go into you. It had to be the right thing, and when it works, it does work. When CBD is used and it is produced and manufactured properly, it is really miraculous. It's a special thing. So I'm so glad that you got great results.
Yeah, and it does. You said something about like you woke up and you felt your system and that's what it does. It balances your system. It goes to where it's needed, and that's the magic in it.
Absolutely.
Totally what it was. Like, it really did balance me out. And I was like so excited. I wanted to drink the whole bottle the next night.
Okay. Everything in moderation.
Moderation.
Yeah. Exactly. And I had someone over and they saw the gummies and he ate one of them. And then like 20, 30 minutes later, he was like, were those like Adderall? And I was like, no, they're just CBD gummies. And he's like, I thought CBD like made you tired. I'm like, no, these ones are like focus and make you like really happy. And he's
Yeah.
like,
That's awesome.
That's the thing, is that people really, there's not enough information. It's not anyone's fault, except that it's, new, fairly new to people, and there's not enough information. And CBD, we make it easy by you don't take it just for sleep. You can take certain ones for sleep. We kind of like let you know how to do it. And that was the thing that I think that was missing in a lot of CBD companies, that you just don't know when to take. Do I take it at night? Do I take it during the day? Do I take it in the afternoon? Will it make me tired? So This will make you happy. This will make you focus.
Yeah, I love how you just have like the mood that it is, or the feeling, so that you just know and it's not confusing and you know what it is.
Absolutely. One of the last things I want to ask you is to do with crystals. I've always been interested. Is there a specific crystal that you would match with a specific mindset to like even enhance it even more? Like if you're taking happy, was there like a specific crystal that would help you even align further? Because I'm thinking something cool like that.
Oh yeah, of course. Let's see, if I'm trying to, feelings of happiness, citrine, which is a yellow crystal. It attracts abundance, happiness. It works with your solar plexus, which is your third chakra. And that's really feelings of like personal power. I've learned that a part of my happiness and a lot of people's happiness is when we really feel rooted in our power, and we're making commitments to ourselves and we're confident and those things. And I guess citrine, probably pyrite, which is it's called fool's gold. That one is gold and it looks like a little golden nugget if you saw it. Sleep, I'm trying to think since I have this. Amethyst for sleep. Focus, tiger's eye. I mean, I could go on, I could.
Yeah, right. I was about to say, I'm not going to put you on the spot right now, but that's amazing.
Maybe we could do something.
Yeah, I think we need to do something, because I feel like that's very cool, and it's something that's not being tapped into yet.
There's definitely a way. I was like thinking of like how like you could incorporate crystals in this for sure.
Yeah,
that would
be very
cool.
Yeah,
I love that idea.
Anyway,
I mean, you're amazing. Does anyone have any questions or online?
If anybody's online, you have any questions for Brittany or for us or for anybody, or questions in general about the weather or the news, we're happy to answer those as well. We don't have any stock tips. That's not our thing.
Do you have any questions for us, Brittany?
How did you? I know you said it was because, you had your own struggles and wanted to feel better, but what really like turned this into a business for you? And like how do you even think to make CBD? Like, that's so cool. I just would never think of it.
Yeah. So, where can I get the CBD? Somebody said, so go to mindsetwellnesscbd.com. That is the online destination if you're outside of New York. If you happen to be in the Hamptons, we are with Isaac Boots out at the Torch Shop in Wainscott for the season, and we will be out there as well this weekend. So to talk about mindset for a second. I'm sorry.
The link?
What's the link? Mindset Wellness CBD. Did somebody put the link in? I'm not very savvy with this stuff.
I don't know. mindsetwellnesscbd.com, and you could go to the calm drops if that's the one you're looking for.
Yeah, the calm drops or the
focus gummies.
Oh, good.
But so basically for me, my entire career was first when I went into the hip hop business when I was 19 as John Saint, became a rapper producer, and then from that experience, I learned a lot about marketing, promotion, and obviously working with a lot of the larger and exciting names in the business. And then when I pivoted into retail, we brought a lot of that excitement with us. And then when we got into the next venture, which was mixology, it was an opportunity to not only build a brand from scratch, but to build each and every clothing brand within that business. And so I had that experience. And then when you combine that with the passion of wellness, the passion of healing, the passion of feeling good for the first time in 48 years, you get this incredible big bang.
Oh,
you get somebody who's passionate about brands and fonts and design, and somebody who's passionate about healing and curing anxiety and feeling good. And when you put those two things together, you get something. So you just get
and it all kind of flowed. I have to say that, you know, even though there was all this, you know, stuff going on in the world and all of this was happening, somehow every time we were doing this, it was
it was
remarkable. It just started to flow.
The thing about it is, Brittany, the fact that, you know, and again, I'm talking to you right now. The fact that we're talking to each other, it means the universe is aligned for us. It's put us together. We're, you know, our journeys have been very different, very separate, yet at some point the universe said it's time for you guys to be on this thing together. Mm-hmm. And I don't take that as lightly. I said there's a reason for everything. And I think that was the big choice or mindset change that I did when I left the business that I built, the retail business I built, with absolutely no guarantees that mindset would be anything but something inside my head and a passion I had. That's a choice. And when you choose that mindset and you are fully committed, and the universe knows you're fully committed, and you have nothing but altruistic desires to help, the universe helps you and opens up and does everything for you. And it is true. I am the most skeptical, mystical person on the planet. Renee is so spiritual. She's been manifesting for years. And I have been pushing against it and pulling it. And I can't deny it anymore. It's just too much. I can't take it.
You really
can't. By the way, it's real. I know it.
It's like 51st dates. Every time we wake up, we have to start all over.
Because sometimes it's hard for me to believe in the magic of it. It really is magical.
Oh, I 100% agree with you. It's like things, when you get in like that flow state, it's like you become a magnet for like everything that you want. And when you're authentic and you're true, and, you know, you're doing this for the right reason, or, you know, whatever that is, then of course you're going to be a manifesting machine. Yeah. I mean, you're going to get it all. And I think that's the most important thing, is staying authentic. And when you are authentic and you're grateful, then you can really manifest anything. And people don't believe me when I say, like, you really can, like, create your reality and create your life. But just, I mean, looking back on how my life has unfolded, it's all for a reason. And everything, good, bad, and ugly, like, it all comes together and makes sense eventually.
Oh, that's fantastic. We got to end it on that. That's
beautiful.
Incredible.
that
was beautiful.
Yeah.
Brittany, you are unbelievable. Everybody, please go to BrittanyBerrard.com. You have a beautiful website. You have some amazing services that you offer, from healing to readings to so many incredible things. I would encourage everybody to go check it out. Check out your Instagram. It's full of amazing things as well. Brittany, so much gratitude for you coming into our lives and for sharing originally, authentically how you felt. And we're just so happy to know you.
And wait, one quick question. So is your favorite, sorry, he's rushing me off. I still want to chat. What is your favorite mindset? Like, is it the calm drops, or did you like the dummies? What's your favorite?
The calm drops.
The calm drops. Yeah. One of my favorites too.
Because I think a lot of brands try to make something similar to this, but like, this is it. Like, this works. And it really does make you calm. Like, you feel amazing. And it's not like there was another brand that I tried. I don't want to call them out, but I woke up like so tired the next morning, like didn't want to get out of bed. Like, it felt like I took like an Ambien or something. Like, I just wanted to like keep sleeping. And this, like, I woke up and I was like, all right, it's Tuesday. Let's go. Like, time to take on the week.
Yeah.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And I love you, and thank you for sharing your beautiful story with everyone. I mean, you're amazing. You really are.
Yeah, thank you, Brittany.
Yeah.
It's just a start for you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I think people are writing you nice things.
No, it's saying very mean, terrible things. Yes.
Why is it such a young
Yes. Are you
age?
teaching yoga this week? That is a good question.
Yes, I actually am going out of town on Thursday, but I teach at noon. If anyone wants to swing by, I'll be there.
Okay, great.
All
That
right.
is
Well,
unbelievable.
thank you. We love you. Everyone go to Mindset Wellness CBD.
Yes, go to mindsetwellnesscbd.com. We got our Mind Pet in stock for the first time for your fur babies, which is really exciting.
For her dog.
And these are beef jerky treats, which are let's see.
No, don't eat that.
Delicious. They're so good. No, I think they're human grade. They're fantastic.
Whatever.
And then we got our
Don't suggest.
We got our happy honey sticks back in stock, so check those out as well. Brittany, thank you. Everyone, good night, and thank you so much. Choose your mindset.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.